Well, welcome back, everybody. Thought I'd start off with me cleaning off the car. Look, I'm giving Riverside Disposal some free advertisement. Well, here we are again. I absolutely love the design of this car, like I've said, through and through. Please enjoy this intro. We are going to start working on what's going on with the camshafts and reading some codes on this car. Alright, so you're seeing it how I got it. Just got here. Take a look through. There's the fender skirt. That's a little foreshadowing of what's to come. The back seat is very nice. The accommodations are very nice. HVAC for the rear passengers. That wood grain. All right. Coming around to the front of the car. Now this I was prepared for. Been told about in the W204 if you want to, the FYIs, if you want to own a W204, watch out for this. The Jetta's got a little bit of that going on. No big deal. And buy the whole bottom cushion for, I don't know, 100 or a couple hundred. This cover right here looks kind of wonky, like someone's been playing around in there. Just looking over everything. It's a typical Northeast car. Looking at the fenders. Looking at the body. Body looks really good. Those fenders look really good for the car supposedly having been rotted out, according to Mercedes dealership. Come back around, back around. Those fenders look really good. Not really any signs of rust at all. We're going to take it inside. I got to pull some codes. Alright, so I pulled the car in the garage and we got 3 codes. I'm going to show them on the screen. Alright, so we're showing code 301, cylinder 1 misfire detected, air system 410, crankshaft position 017. So the major ones I'm worried about are 301 and 017. I was told by the seller that the car had issues with the camshafts. So I'm going to run into doing the free checks that you can do as just a car owner. The easy free stuff like coil switching to see if your misfire switches, the looking inside of your camshaft holes in the engine to see if the camshafts have actually shifted or if the chain is stretched on the engine. In this case, this car was diagnosed as stretched timing chain. I'm going to show you how to do these things, save you some money. What I'm doing right here is called coil swapping. I know that for my codes the misfire is on cylinder 1, so I'm moving coil 2 to cylinder 1 and coil 1 to cylinder 2 to see if the misfire will follow. Only do this after you've verified all your spark plugs are good. Unfortunately, after swapping the coil packs and resetting the ECU through my OBT2 scan tool, I found out that the misfire was not caused by the coil and was not following the coils as I swapped them over. Next, we move on to the garage to look inside the camshaft position sensor holes on the head of the actual engine. Quad cam engine. Computer needs to know where the cam's at. Cam position sensor, right? And then cam actuator right here, okay? So if you got VTAG, you got to kick that camshaft over to make it hotter, give more power. Or in some engines to give it fuel economy. That's the actuator. That's the magnet right there. Like I said, I'm trying to get these off so that I can see the markings. And once we see the markings, we'll see, if the cams are actually not correlating or if there's a 12-point quarter-inch drive will fit these inverted torques. And we're we're gonna start taking out sensors and then lining up markings. All right, so 27 millimeter on the crank, and we're gonna rotate the engine to see where our cams are at. Right now, I'm looking through these two holes right here. They call them, the camshaft position sensor. Magnets fly around on the camshafts, and they tell the computer where they're at. Right now, I've got a marking in the right-hand side, which is the intake camshaft. On the left-hand side, which is the exhaust camshaft, I've got an R. So that tells me that the crank's not in the position that I need, and we're gonna see how offset they are when I actually get both symbols in the cam position sensor windows. Well, it's happened. So you can see that camshaft is way off. I actually rotated it clockwise, had those in a spot I thought was aligned with the windows, and then I know you're not supposed to do this, but I want to see how much slack we had in the chain. I turned the engine back counterclockwise and everything just went all screwy like this. So sure enough, the timing chain stretched and the cam on the left side, the exhaust cam, has decided to do its own thing because the chain does not run it any longer. Just a quick tip on any car that's got a bolt, only one bolt that holds the sensor in. Be aware, as you're tightening this sensor, you also have to work the other side that plugs in. Otherwise, it could go in cockeyed and you'll start spraying oil out of the sensor itself. All right, so I guess we've got some Google searching to do and some soul searching to do. I'm gonna wrap this up, put it away, because I gotta do some editing and do some shopping, apparently. Thanks, everybody.